Hello and welcome. This is Khushbu Batta and today we will learn how you can automatically send a notification on Microsoft Teams when a new task is added on monday.com. So let's say you run a business and use monday.com for work management purpose. Now you want every time a task is added on monday.com, a notification should be sent on Microsoft Teams alerting the assigned person and the employees. So how can you do this? Now, every time it is not possible to remind a person manually about the task. Also, it can be a repetitive job. So, how about you try our Pabbly Smart Way? Here, we will integrate monday.com with Microsoft Teams, all using Pabbly Connect. So, whenever a new task is added in monday.com, a notification will be sent automatically on Microsoft Teams. And don't you worry, this entire automation process is so simple that it can even be done by a person of non-technical knowledge. You can find the workflow link below in the description box. Now let us come to my screen to see how we do this. To automatically send a notification on Microsoft Teams when a new item is added in monday.com, let us first go to Pabbly's website. For that, we will type Pabbly, that is Pabbly.com. You can see the landing page of Pabbly. On the top right, you can see two options, sign in and sign up free. Well, did you know that if you will sign up for free, you will get 100 free tasks every month. So do not forget to sign up. Since we already have an account, we will just sign in. Pabbly Connect. On the top right, you can see a Create Workflow button. It will ask you to name. We will simply write monday.com to Microsoft Teams. Create. It will show you two windows, trigger and action. Trigger is basically when this happens. Action says, do this. So our entire automation process would be based on these two steps. Let's understand this with the help of an example. A trigger can be when an order is placed. An action can be send a WhatsApp message to a customer. In our case, a trigger can be when a new task is added on monday.com. The action can be send a channel message on Microsoft Teams. So let us begin. For a trigger application, we will select monday.com. For the trigger event, we will select new item in board. Alright, here it will show you a webhook URL. A webhook URL is basically a link that connects two applications. So let us copy this and now go to monday.com where we have to paste it. You can follow these instructions written here. It will say on your board, click the integrations icon. Okay, let us go to monday.com and this is my board. You can see the test. This is my board. On the right hand side, you can see integrate button. Click there. Now on the top, come to integration center. Now search for webhook. Here you will see. Click on it. Now it will show you different boards like this. So let us click on when an item is created, send a webhook. Add to board. Now, okay, this was the previous webhook. Let us delete this. And now let us here in this box, let us paste the URL that we copied from here, this Pabbly. Okay, so let me just paste it again. All right, to be sure. Now connect. It will say when an item is created, send a webhook. So it's done basically. Now just on the bottom right hand side, you will see add to board button. Just click there and you can see it's set to go. We are set to go. Now it will ask you to do a test submission or dummy submission. So for that, let us again go to monday.com and here is my board. Now I will create a task here. So add item. I will write check SEO strategy. Okay. So now you will see on Pabbly Connect, the moment Yes, you can see here it has received the response the moment we just added this item. You can see here the pulse name check SEO strategy. However, the problem is before we could assign this task to any person or give further details like due date, it Pabbly captured the response. So what we want once all these details are filled in, then the response should come. So for that, we will add a delay. Click on the action step here. Now, let us search for delay. So it will ask you this delay for or delay until. We will select delay for minutes or hours or days. We want minutes. By let's say we want a delay of 2 minutes. You can set the delay as per your requirement. We are sure assuming that we will be able to fill in these details in 2 minutes. So we have set the delay value as 2. Now save and send test request. Okay, it says status is success. It is delayed for 2 minutes. Now let us go back to monday.com and fill in all these details. So we had this task, check SEO strategy. Now I want to assign this task to Ashirai. Okay. And I want to set the due date as say Monday on 8th of August. Okay. So now we will have to recapture the response. For that, again, click on action step and again write on monday.com. For the action event, scroll down. We will select get an item because what we want is these item details, the task details that we have added, they all should come. Therefore, we have selected get an item as an action event. Connect the two. Add a new connection. All right. Now it needs a token for integration again. So here we will go to again monday.com account login. We are already logged in. Now let us follow these instructions. Come to the left bottom here on the left bottom here on the picture icon. Then you will select admin. Okay. Here now go to API. All right. Let us regenerate this. Yes. Regenerate token. Copy this. Copy it. Come here back to Pabbly's page and paste. Save it. Okay, it says connected and it has also fetched our board names, the group required and so on. So you can see the board here. It's already selected test. Why? Because I only have one board on my Monday account. I'll show you here. See, you can just see one board here. You can have as many and then it will show you a drop down so that you can select accordingly. For group, we have two groups this month and next month. Let's see in which group we had created a task. So you can see the groups here this month and next month. We had created this check SEO strategy task in this month. Okay, so the group will be this month. Now for the item ID, we will have to map it. So switch on the mapping button, erase this and we will select it from here. Okay, now you must be thinking, where are we getting this response from? So I'll show you. Let me take you to step 1 where we connected monday.com with Pabbly and did a test submission. So it brought this data here. You can see here the checks SEO strategy and these details, pulse ID and so on. So Pabbly has brought exact same data here. So let us map in. We need a pulse ID. Okay, so it's done. All right. Now let us click on save and send test request. Why? Because we want the entire data, like all this, the task, the person it was assigned to and the due date. Earlier in the step 1, you must have seen that we only got this and then we added a delay. So to capture all these details, now after adding a delay, we mapped all these. Now let us click on save and send test request to fetch the entire data. So after a delay of 2 minutes, it will give you. Okay, here you can see the task name is here, check SEO strategy. Then the person it was assigned to, that is Ashira, is here. Then the due date is here, that is 8th August. Remember, we had set here August 8th. So even that is here. This means now we have all the details. We are good to send a message in Microsoft Teams. For that, again select an action button. Microsoft Teams, let us write that. For the action event, we will select send message in a channel. Let us connect the two. Add new connection. Okay, since I was already logged into my Microsoft account, I will not have to give my credentials again, except and it says authorization successful. It has auto-fetched the teams. You can see the teams here, the channel here. So these are the teams. You can see digital initiative, public relations, sales and marketing, video 1, 2, 3, 4. So these are the teams that I had created on my Microsoft Teams account. Like you can see here, sales and marketing is there, digital initiative is there, video 1, 2, 3, 4 is there, all on the left hand side. Then, okay, so now I will select the team in which I want to send a message or a notifications to. So I want to send a message to my digital team, digital initiative, public relations. Okay, I've selected. Channel is already selected as there is only one channel, like you can see here. For the digital initiative, public relations, this is the channel, general. Now is the time to write a message. So let me write, hey. Now I want to map in the assignee's name. So the task was assigned to Ashirai. Okay. A task named, let us map in the task name. That was check S2, has been assigned to you. Assigned to you. Due date is, again we will map in the due date. Scroll down. You will see here August 8th. Kindly look into it. Okay, so the message is ready. And before we proceed further, I would like to tell you about something about mapping. These values that we have mapped in, that is the signee's name, the person who the task was assigned to, that is Ashirai, the task name, check SEO strategy, the due date, here are the details that we had mapped in. Best part is that these fields will, from next time, will automatically be updated. For example, a new task is created in monday.com. So here in Microsoft Teams, in this message box, these fields that we have mapped in, the name, the assignee's name, the task name and the due date will automatically be updated and you will not have to type it manually. Alright, now let us click on Save and Send Test Request. Okay, it says response received. Now let us go to Microsoft Teams and see if such message was sent on this Teams. Okay, here it is. And you can see the message, hey Ashirai, a task name, check SEO strategy has been assigned to you. Due date is this, kindly look into it. So remember, these were the fields that we had mapped in. This means we have now successfully integrated monday.com with Microsoft Teams, all using Pabbly Connect. Also, a lot of people ask us that once we have done the integration, will we have to do it again? So I will say no. That is the entire reason why we integrate. Once you have put this workflow in place, it will work automatically and you will not have to do it again. I hope this video was helpful for you. For more such videos, you can subscribe to our channel on YouTube. For further queries, you can visit forum.pabbly.com and you can also check our pricing details at www.pabbly.com.